With Universe 6's most powerful warrior hit eliminated with Kaba having to shortly follow, Universe 6 finds itself stranded as Caulifla challenges an injured Goku to battle, but is this going to spell disaster for the Universe 6 Saiyans, or will this be the beginning of something great for both Kale and Caulifla? As right now we're about to dive into the Dragon Ball Super episode 113 preview to further analyze and break down the events coming involving both Goku and Caulifla. And again, if you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to go on ahead and punch that subscribe button and enable all notifications. That way you guys can be notified whenever a Dragon Ball video is posted onto this channel in connection to news, information, updates, and discussions. Hashtag Dragon Ball Squad. As I want to dive into the first image seen here with Caulifla having to seemingly look like she's in her Super Saiyan 2 state. Now again, we understand that Caulifla does have the ability to now transform into a Super Saiyan 1 and a Super Saiyan 2. So this begs the question, is she going to go all out in her Super Saiyan 2 state? We saw Kaba just recently achieve Super Saiyan 2, but to no avail because he got wrung out relatively early as he achieved the form. So with Caulifla here having to be a prodigy fighter, is she going to be durable enough to pick up everything that Goku does during battle in increasing and improving, or is this going to spell disaster as she comes across the Universe 7 Saiyan? As we pan into the next shot here with Goku seemingly enough having to struggle against Caulifla. Now this is understandable considering how tired he is. Keep in mind, he just went through fighting Jiren, he just went through achieving Kaioken times 10, Kaioken times 20, having a massive spirit bomb pretty much erupt in his face, having to fight an Ultra Instinct and then having to lose that power. We see that Goku is very tired, however his spirit is still high. As we transition into the next shot here with Goku having to say the Saiyan battle against Caulifla and Kale begins at last, and judging based on accordance, Goku does look like he's having a very difficult time. If anything, Goku might in fact be in trouble while utilizing Super Saiyans 1 through 2, because something else is mentioned during this preview that caught the attention of many people. Again, I want to know down below if you guys agree or disagree with perhaps Super Saiyan 2 Goku having to be overtaken by Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. As we go into the next shot here and we see the leaked image that was floating around the last couple of days now having to be in high def, we see how Caulifla actually punches Goku square in the gut, and Goku seems to be at a disadvantage because he is so tired. If Goku were to go all out as he did before when he first encountered Caulifla, the story would be entirely different, but here we see him get the spit knocked out of him. So it's safe to assume that Caulifla is going to be on the offensive for most of the duration of this battle until Goku decides to step it up. Of course, he does have some amount of energy within him given by Frieza, so perhaps maybe Goku has the energy to continue as the fight goes on. But in the beginning, it looks like Goku is going to have a very difficult time in trying to hold off against Caulifla. Now again, she is a very unique character. Unlike Kaba, she is someone that picks up very quickly, so perhaps maybe this is going to be somewhat of like a training session to her for her to get stronger, because if you guys remember, the main purpose of her being here is to improve and of course fight strong people, similar to Goku. As we transition into the next shot here and we see Beerus, and he looks to be at a disbelief. He looks to be so mad and so angry. He seems to be so shocked on the idea and pretty much dumbfounded that either A, Goku's being targeted, or B, Goku's not taking this as serious as he should be. So with that being said, it's safe to assume that Beerus is going to be very upset with Goku and possibly not going all out. But then again, we don't know how far along the lines Goku can actually go in utilizing his power. But then again, it's safe to assume that as of right now, he probably can't go all out, in which we go into the next shot here with Goku having to be in his fighting stance and saying their coordinated attacks got me on the run, hence the word their coordinated attacks. So it looks like perhaps maybe it's not just going to be Caulifla who's going to be attacking Goku, but perhaps Kale is also going to do something simultaneously with Caulifla to catch Goku off guard, as we understand just based on that small sentence that Goku is going to be engaging against both Kale and Caulifla. Again, we don't know for certain if Kale is going to be heavily involved in this episode, but it says here their coordinated attacks got me on the run. So Goku is excited for this as we go into the next shot here with Goku having to say, okay, I will show them Super Saiyan 3. Now this is going to be very interesting because we already know that Super Saiyan 3 in this tournament has not been displayed. We've seen Super Saiyans 1, 2, God, and Blue alongside Kaioken times 10 and 20 alongside Ultra Instinct, and the only transformation that was missing was Super Saiyan 3. But then again, Super Saiyan 3 drained drains lots of stamina from the host's body. So why is Goku going to use Super Saiyan 3 and not Super Saiyan 2 or even Super Saiyan God for that matter? It's safe to assume that Goku maybe loses in his Super Saiyan 2 form but doesn't have the energy to transform into Super Saiyan God, so the only reserve left that he has is Super Saiyan 3. And with that, we go back to the original fight when Goku first battled Caulifla and telling her that if she keeps this up, if she keeps improving, she can ultimately reach Super Saiyan 3 during the course of this battle. And that's pretty terrifying because that begs the question, is Caulifla also going to achieve Super Saiyan 3? We saw how in the same episode, way back when, Caulifla achieved Super Saiyan 1 and 2 in the same episode. So perhaps maybe there might be a scenario here presented to where she also feels a more sensational tingly feeling in her back to where it causes her to transform into a Super Saiyan 3. I for one think that there are way too many transformations being presented without any logic, without any explanation, just giving people random transformations for no reason. But then again, this is the Tournament of Power. You have to disconnect your brain from certain situations just for it to fit the narrative. But here, if Goku decides to show her Super Saiyan 3, if in fact she picks up what Super Saiyan 3 is and learns it, I'm going to disagree with this because again, I think that it's going to be a complete ass pull, whereas Goku had to take some time to learn this during the Buu arc in the afterlife and trying to perfect that form, and we only saw it a handful of times. So if in fact we do get to see Super Saiyan 3, I think it should only be from Goku and nobody else. However, it is highly possible that one of the two, perhaps Caulifla in my opinion, may also gain Super Saiyan 3. As we go into the next shot here, with base form Goku seemingly enough having to compete with either Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla, as Goku says, "Come on Caulifla, Kale." So he's challenging both of them, but again, the overall preview showcases Caulifla more than Kale, as we also get to see another shot of Kale here. She seems to be smiling, she seems to be kind of enjoying this, which again, I don't see why she's going to be involved heavily in next week's episode. Perhaps maybe episode 114 is when Kale is really going to step it up, but for the time being, it's going to be mainly Caulifla and Goku as we transition into the next shot here, and we see how Caulifla is in her Super Saiyan 2 form. She seems to be a bit injured, but judging based on the way she looks to be very enthusiastic, so perhaps maybe she's challenging Goku and showing her more because she wants to learn it herself. Again, Universe 6 right now is down to the Namekians and of course the Saiyans, which we know based on history, the Namekians and the Saiyans were actually, focus points for the original continuity of Dragon Ball with the Namekian saga and everything involving the Saiyans. So this is going to be interesting in seeing possibly one of the two, Kale or Caulifla, having to take the position of the leader, which I think is going to be Caulifla, which is why she's probably challenging Goku and learning more and trying to pick up further transformations. As we go into the next shot here, with Super Saiyan Goku having to stare off against either Kale or Caulifla out in the distance, which again looks like a very interesting shot to me, and I cannot wait to see Goku and how he's going to speak about perhaps his form, if he's tired, if he's going to continue, as we pan into the next shot and the last shot here with Goku having to stand out. Assumingly enough, he looks to be in his regular Super Saiyan form. There is no confirmation yet if he's going to fight fully as a Super Saiyan 2. However, he did state that he's going to show them Super Saiyan 3, so that's for the audience to interpret if in fact he's going to use it or not. But post your comments down below, guys. What are your overall thoughts on Caulifla having to fight Super Saiyan Goku? What are your overall thoughts on potentially Goku having to show Super Saiyan 3 off to both of them, in the idea that possibly one of them may actually achieve Super Saiyan 3? And of course, by some chance, if one of them does happen to achieve Super Saiyan 3, would you guys agree or disagree with this overall narrative? Thank you all so very much for watching. If you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to go on ahead and punch that subscribe button, guys. If you guys are new, make sure you guys also click that notification icon. That way my videos can be dropping in your sub box whenever a new video is posted onto this channel. Again, for this, it's going to be a very interesting battle because when they first fought together, Kale and Goku and Caulifla was actually picking up more than anybody else, and the idea that she was interested in getting stronger. So could this be the same scenario to where she also picks up and learns from Goku? Post your comments down below, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.